Well, today we're in for a bit of a treat. I am, as well as you, hopefully, because I've just had delivered the new Micro Draco. And I had the big one, sold the big one because it was so huge, but it was a fantastic aircraft, but I just needed room in my hangar, so that went out and was sold with the big pits. But this one is the new Micro Draco, which has everything that you've seen on the releases and from the professional flyers. So here we go for an unprofessional person, but today we'll put some cameras on it and see what it performs like, with cameras on the wing and on the body and underneath and any other spot that I can conceivably put the little miniature camera on. The batteries that I'm using today are a collection. I have the 300 milliamp 3-cell from Spectrum. That's very good, but the 4-cell is very, very hard to get here in Australia, and I'm sure worldwide. So I went out and I got these much cheaper, about $6 or $7 each, and these are the 850 4-cell and the 850 3-cell batteries. And so they do come with the small connector, which I've got an adapter for, and I will put those the XT30, I think they're called. But anyhow, I've got the adapters to put onto those, and there's one already fitted. So we'll check that out and see what they're like. But here's our very first flight, so enjoy. Checking all the surfaces to make sure everything's okay. And we'll also check the flaps.
Landing flaps.
Yes, they're doing well.
Flaps up. Landing flaps. Takeoff flaps.
Very low in the flaps, I must adjust those. So the landing flaps are okay, but the takeoff flaps are quite insignificant, so I must adjust those. But we won't need them today. I think the weather is fine. There's a little bit of wind around, but not too much. And I'm sure this one will fly beautifully well. This is our Maiden on the Micro Draco. A docile little plane. I'll try and get it down low. Just a little bit sluggish. I'm concentrating a bit, that's why I'm not talking too much. I'll just see if it can land on this runway here. Got to keep the speed up. Oh yes, that's down, that's good. This one we just need to adjust the rudder because the rudder is already turning, and I give it the left turn and or push my finger to the right, and it is really turning hard, but when I go this way there's hardly any deflection, so I've got to adjust that. Okay, now I've got the camera just forward on the nose, looking down towards the nose and the propeller. So we'll check that out to see if it's okay. We'll just double check the centre of gravity and find my little mark there. That seems to be good. So here we go. How you all doing over there? Okay? Enjoying the summer? And for those here in Australia, enjoying the winter? I bet the heaters are on here. Here we go. Seems to be just a little bit nose heavy, I think. Just into the breeze here a bit. And we'll just bring her down just to make sure everything's okay. Here's a breeze coming up. There might be some rain. Whoa, down. It seemed to be a little tail heavy on that flight, so I brought this battery forward, more forward, right up to the firewall area, and we'll just check to make sure that the centre of gravity is okay. Maybe the camera was throwing it off, but I think it was the bigger battery that wasn't too far forward, and it is forward now. So I'm just going to double check the CFG, and that seems to be better. So we'll see what this flight comes out like. Oh, she lands beautifully with those big tyres. Can't complain with the landings. Well, you might think I'm crazy, and I'm sure you're saying, what a silly man, but we've got a camera here underneath pointing towards the cockpit, and we've got one on top just to counterbalance it, looking towards the tail. So we will give this a flight and just see what it's like, and I'll bring it down very quickly if it's not performing well. Taking it to the extreme, folks. How is this going to work? We don't know, but here we go. Wow, did you see that? I've got to fix that tail. That tail is definitely out. Even with the heavy cameras on, it wants to turn to the right all the time. Again, have another quick look at this tail. You see where it is. It's performing that way, and it has to be turned back. So I haven't got the tools with me to do that. But anyhow, at least we know it handles the weight of the cameras. Once I get that tail done, it'll turn itself and level itself correctly. Well, there you have it. The first flights of the Micro Draco. And I hope you've enjoyed the angles and the different camera positions on the aircraft. We'll try it again at the beach once we correct and adjust the tail section that makes it want to turn all the time. But that's an easy fix. I didn't have the tools with me, but I'll do that when I get home, and it'll be all ready for the beach on a fine winter's day that we'll get hopefully in the next few days. But thanks for watching, everyone. I hope that you enjoy your day and your week wherever you may be, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.